An evacuation order has been given to residents in the Yarnell area because of a big wildfire. Good afternoon, I'm Troy Hayden.
And I'm Tram Mai. People living around the area of Yarnell Elementary School, they're being instructed to gather essential items and leave their homes immediately. In fact, they were given the go status. The Yavapai County Sheriff's Office said that the fire could be threatening up to 14 homes near South Crest Way and South Lookaway.
And of course, when you hear Yarnell and wildfire, you think about all of those young firefighters who were lost over a decade ago in a big wildfire up there. So residents living east and west of the evacuation zone, they have been placed in set status, so they should be preparing to evacuate if needed. State officials say the fire is about 20 acres right now, burning within the old tenderfoot fire footprint, which is good news. That means that, all the brush up there shouldn't be as big as it could be if it had been growing wild. But the weather is a factor. Meteorologist Lindsay Riley joining us now with our fire forecast. And Lindsay, I know we've got some winds out there.
Yeah, definitely. It's a windy afternoon. Temperature is not as hot as what we had over the weekend, but this is the hour-by-hour look out on the fire lines. And you can see those winds, they're going to gust anywhere from 20 to 30 miles per hour till about 7 p.m. tonight. And as we get closer to 7 p.m., wind speeds will start to die down. They're blowing from the southwest toward the northeast. Temperatures generally in the upper 70s, close to 80 right now on those fire lines. Then tomorrow, no rain in the forecast tomorrow. We start off the morning right around 60 degrees, sunshine all day, and we will have some breezy conditions to contend with tomorrow, even 20 to 25 mile per hour gusts tomorrow. Our relative humidity also a factor. Notice in the Phoenix area, it's 21%. So same thing with the fire lines. We're seeing those relative humidities very low this afternoon and the wind quite brisk, and that's not going to begin to decline until after 7 o'clock. And right now it's windiest though across northern Arizona, Flagstaff. Those gusts are approaching 50 miles per hour. That will improve when we have a wind advisory expire for northern Arizona at 7 o'clock tonight. Troy.
All right, Lindsay, thank you. So what we want to do now is bring in 12 News journalist William Pitts, who's standing by with some more perspective on this.
Yeah, and William, you covered the Yarnell Hill fire extensively when it broke out back in June. That was June 28th, 2013. It actually killed 19 Granite Mountain hotshots.
Yeah, and I was there many years after that also. That's why they're very concerned about this fire. Now remember, 10 years ago, all of that has grown back enough to burn again. So they're not worried about anything getting into a burn scar and then dying out. All of that is ready to burn and ready to go again. This is the area about where this fire is burning, and I want to show you this because I want to show you the topography of where this is. This is basically Yarnell Hill right here, and the fire started right about there. That's also where the Yarnell Fire Department is, and it's kind of going up this hill. That's the Y right there, the Yarnell Y. And they're a little concerned about it because it's going up towards some communications equipment that's over on this side. You've got some power lines and some power equipment over there. But I did just get off the phone with some fire officials just a little bit ago, and they are not that concerned about it anymore. They say they got a pretty good handle on it. It's a very good thing that it broke out just basically a block and a half away from the Yarnell Fire Department.
And you're saying it's burning away from town, which is good news.
That's good news. The winds, as we know, because of Yarnell, they're a little erratic. They're right now blowing north-northeast, which is this direction. You do have a couple of things, some ranches and some farms over in this direction. If the wind happened to shift and some of those embers aren't exactly out and they kind of flare back up again, then it can kind of head this way toward the rest of town. You do have a natural fire break right here with Highway 89 that goes through town. That's another good thing. If the fire was to head that way, you'd have a little break there. But for the most part, the winds are kind of pushing it this way and up the hill. Remember, fire always runs uphill, not downhill. But you don't really want to have those communications gear and the antennas and the power lines in the way of that fire.
But out of curiosity, can you show us in relation to the current fire that's burning today versus the one that burned 11 years ago?
Yeah, I can. It's on the other side of Highway 89. Let me try and zoom out here just a little bit and flip around this thing. If it could do it, there we go. So Yarnell Hill Memorial Park, that's in the middle of town. That's Yarnell right there. Where the actual fire broke out 10 years ago is in this area over here. So it's on the other side of Highway 89A. We're talking about the hills all in this area. Now the fire did burn all of this. This is Glen Isla, right up into the Shrine of St. Joseph and into this little grotto area there. So all of this area on the other side as you're heading kind of west, that was where the Yarnell Hill fire was 10 years ago. So again, all of that has grown back up. So if that were to catch on fire, we're basically right back where we started.
All right, William Pitts, thank you for the perspective on that. That was interesting. Thank you.